to Hillman, the preeminent HBCU in the country.
A different world. Heading into this series, what is something that you guys knew you had to get right from the OG series?
I mean, it's such an iconic show, such an iconic series, so we wanted to make sure that we were able to bring the same energy that they brought to be able to leave the impact that they left on the next generation and be able to inspire the next generation and to be able to be examples, because everybody lives their lives, and around their lives they may not know anybody that's like them. They may feel alone, but to watch us and be able to relate to maybe one of our characters, it can mean the world to somebody. So, you know, that's always been the mission and that's always been the purpose. So, very grateful.
With that being said, what is something that you guys wanted to do differently to kind of put your own flair on it?
I mean, it's a different world from a different world, so we wanted to add the difference. You know, technology, social media is such a thing in today's world, so to be able to show how to navigate, you know, that type of life, because that's a whole different thing that they had from the previous that they didn't have going on. So to be able to portray that and to show people how to navigate that in a better way is something that we're looking forward to doing. And so many other things, so many other issues. As the world evolves, we have different times and different issues. So be able to, you know, speak on those and touch on those topics is something we're very much so looking forward to people to see and connect to.
I think we wanted to strike the balance of speaking to the times and also speaking to young Black America, right? It is so important for young Black Americans to have a voice during this time, and I feel like this show has always given voice to those people and to us, and it is important for us to make sure that those things stay true. And in terms of putting our own stamp on it, bringing a little bit of that 2026 swag, bringing a little bit of our livelihood to the show, I think was super important to us, and I think the OGs and our producers and writers really wanted us to bring that to the show too.
So we just wanted to honor, at least, like, I'll speak for myself, but also for all of us, we just wanted to honor their legacy. And we know how important their show was and the impact it had. And we just want to make sure that we're honoring that and showing up and doing our jobs as best we can.
Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that it's equally important for this new generation, especially since things have changed so much, and now that, you know, this generation is more on social media and technology. So we just want to make sure that we cover all aspects, especially since, you know, us as the Black community, we're so abroad. You know, there's so many different, I like to say, fonts of us. So, yeah.
I feel like we really worked on bringing that sense of community that they had as an original cast. They talk about to us all the time how we remind them of them when they were our age filming, and just like how we're like such a family and that building that community. So I think we also just like did a really good job at bringing that onto the screen.
What is something that you guys wanted to do differently with that being said? Because you want to put your own spin on it too, right?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely have a more cinematic landscape this time around, where you really get to see the ins and outs of the HBCU and get to see the characters in a more humane light than in the original sitcom. Yeah.
Right now is the moment to make a statement.
You are forging your own legacy at Hillman.
We are living our best, young, gifted, Black, talented lives.
I miss this.
What was the best piece of advice you received from any of the OG cast members?
Be present and enjoy this and stay tight. It was just bigger than the show. It was like this unit that you have, the friendship that you have, the family that you feel, and the relationships that you build. Really cherish those, because as you see them, they're still friends all these years later. So it was big for them to tell us, stay. This is the main thing right here, is the connection, the relationships that you have.
I would just say to be ourselves and to put our own stamp on it. They were really like our big aunties and uncles during this process, and they really let us know that they were available to us in anything that we needed. And so they let us take up space, which I'm so grateful for, because, you know, they didn't have to. You know, they all legendary and stuff. They didn't have to tap in.
They could have said, don't do it.
Yeah, they could have been like, oh, don't do it, or they could have been like, oh, you know, those kids, but they weren't. They were so open to us, and we love them, so.
Stick with each other, hold on to each other, take good care of each other. Like, that camaraderie, just to your point, is like the most important part.
Exactly. Yeah. We just like, they were like, build that community, keep that safe, like cherish it, it's sacred, and like we really like taken on hold of that.
To protect this tight-knit unit that we have. I specifically remember Daryl Bell taking us out to dinner, first week in Atlanta, and being like, hey guys, what you guys have is special, protect it at all costs, and that's what we've tried to do.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, he took it all.
He took it out there.
Hey, it's there, it's all there.
I've heard it. Everyone has said they've come back to the word community, and it's very evident in the bond that you guys have all built. Now, what was your first reaction when you heard Brandy doing the theme song?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We were like, what? So
we wanted someone iconic to do it, to again honor the legacy. And hearing Brandy the first time, I actually heard it at the Netflix building. They brought us in, and when it played, I was like, Oh, it was huge. It was huge. It was massive.
It's a different world than where you come from. Yes, it is now.
Brandy with the theme song. Come on. She said she wanted to do justice do Aretha Franklin justice. When you first heard her iteration of the theme song and her version, how did you feel?
Okay, we screened actually a couple episodes, maybe a few weeks back, and we looked and we were watching, and that's the first time we heard the theme song, and we all lost our minds. It's so beautiful. Brandy is such an icon, and I think we feel blessed to have somebody like her to do our theme song.
We talking about the vocal Bible. This is Brandy we talking about, y'all. So just to see her, to feel her, to hear her, to feel that new tune, that new move to match today's world, it was just a beautiful thing to hear and see. And I'm so much looking forward to hearing it every episode. Every episode, you're going to be able to hear it and feel it.
Like, there's no better way to christen this show than have the vocal Bible, the legend Brandy come and do our theme song. It was such a beautiful choice.
It was so, like, literally we were watching it and then we heard, it's a different world. And I was like, wait, that's not who I think it is. That's not who I think it is. And no, she's literally, props to her. She's fantastic. I was so happy. And like, they couldn't have picked a better person. Yeah.
Are there any scenes from the OG series that you watched to prepare for this one?
I mean, honestly, I just watched it all. It's so many different things, so many different levels and layers, and just to be able to portray that in this generation, I took notes from everybody, from everything. There's so many legendary, it's an iconic show, so many legendary scenes and moments.